Well, I've come just to the north of Pontesbury and I found what I think is the one remaining viaduct on the line. And as with all old disused railway lines, you can usually find the one still standing viaduct. And here it is. It still looks in fairly good condition, and I'm sure now it'll be preserved, and I think there's a bit of a walkway and cycleway on the top. Now I've come a short way southwest from that location, and you can now see a fantastic walkway and cycleway which takes us into Pontesbury. This is the old railway line looking northeast, and if I look southwest we've got about a mile's walk into Pontesbury on this fantastic track. Well, this fantastic walkway on the old track has become as a bit of a surprise, because looking at the Ordnance Survey map it wasn't marked. Apparently this bit of preserved track now goes all the way into Pontesbury, and I'm going to go there now and see if I can find Pontesbury Station. Now, from reading my book, I don't think Pontesbury Station is still there, although the station building is now a private residence. The interesting thing about Pontesbury was the building of a narrow gauge railway. In 1873 an Act of Parliament was passed to allow a mineral line to be built up to Snail Beach. Originally they were going to build 2 lines, but actually in the end only 1 line was built. So I'm going to head on now to Pontesbury and see if we can find what's left of the station and the station buildings. Well, I've walked down about 10 minutes and the old railway track has taken me straight into the middle of Pontesbury. And here in the north-east part of Pontesbury we have the old station buildings. The main station building now, of course, is a private residence. If we look on the other side of the station house, this is where the platforms were. And if I pan round to the southwest, we can now see where the line headed on towards Minsterley. It's also here where the Snail Beach light gauge railway started, which headed out southwest on next to the Minsterley line for a short way before it branched off further south. I'm just to the south of the track here, and it's quite possible the Snail Beach line started here and then branched to the south just there in the near distance. Right, it's time now to push on down the track to Minsterley. Well, I've come about a mile out of Pontesbury and I've got about a mile to go to Minsterley, and as you can see the track has become private land. So from here I'm going to have to take a detour. Well, this is Station Road in Minsterley and it's changed beyond all recognition. The site of the station really started where the Muller factory is now on the eastern side. Here there were various buildings and sidings. The actual station was a little bit further west, up by the meat factory. And this corned beef factory is the site of the old station. How times have changed, sadly. I'm not sure where the station master's building is, but apparently that has been preserved. Well, this is a picture of Minsterley Station in 1961. Hard to believe it was the same place. That's progress. Well, the story of the Minsterley line is the story of what might have been. If they'd carried on the plans and built the line into Montgomery, as they did with the Welshpool line, I think the line actually, just like the Welshpool line, might still be open today. That though we'll never know, because this line certainly won't ever be rebuilt. What I'm looking forward to now is exploring the Snail Beach line, and I'll be back to explore the narrow gauge railway from Pontesbury up into Snail Beach.